Good morning, afternoon, evening, day, and night to you all. Hope you're all having a lovely day. I have spent most of today walking. I'm tired. Talking about K-pop will not get you banned. It won't. I will get mad at you though. If I have to... I can't do this. I can't do it on stream. That's why I have an entire side Twitter for yelling about K-pop. But anyway, so since last stream, which was the Crusader King stream, I'll be honest, I spent 90% of Monday in like a stupor because before the stream on Sunday, I had gotten up at 6 in the morning to be there for the World Emble Awards ceremony for World Ember. And then I had to get up at 7 a.m. on Monday. And then at about like 12 a.m. on Monday, or 12 p.m. on Monday, just conked. Absolutely just lost it. And then I woke up and then I did Witcher TTRPG in the evening, and then as soon as that ended, I almost passed out in the voice chat. That was good shit. But I'm more conscious today, which is good. I won't pass out on stream. I do not need a side Twitch to talk about K-pop. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. But yeah. So, the plan would have been to do art today because of, like, the fact that I have to... The way that I do the delivery of all the goddamn catalogs, it does a number on my wrist, so art is not happening on Tuesdays. So instead, on Saturday, I'm going to be drawing some stuff. Mostly because we're upgrading the Witcher one-shot from a one-shot, it took 4 sessions, to a campaign, and they're like, please draw art of your character, that would be cool. And I'm like, you're correct. Uh-oh. Oh no. My boy is being memed. Oh, my boy. Oh, my sweet boy. Hold on. Which tab is like, okay, it's gonna open. There you go. My boy's being memed. My boy. Florian, my boy. My boy. And this is a summary of what happened during the game. It's just that. I will not elaborate. Requesting your K from San Identity. I mean, it's not secret if I'm literally talking about it on stream currently. It's not secret. If you know me, you know I like K-pop. This is just how it is. Booze. Now, Florian's thing isn't booze, because Amelia is the party mage. Her thing is booze. So if you offer her alcohol, she basically has to drink it, and she will. Florian's thing is fist tech, which is either cocaine or weed, depending on who you ask. I'm pretty sure it's closer to weed, because it's an anesthetic, and I'm like, okay, that's sort of what weed is. I know weed isn't an anesthetic, but it has, like, the, like, chilling out effect, so I'm like, yeah, it's kind of weed, but it also looks like cocaine, and thus... cocaine. That was fun, though, because we got, the party got arrested by Lord Noack at some point because we found out that he was, like, paying trolls to kidnap children or something. And we got arrested, and they took all our shit, and we get put in the, the jail cells. We're chilling out. In the morning, we're gonna get, killed. And as Florian's chilling in his cell, he looks out. He peeks out through the little, like, slit in the door, and he sees the guards down the hall with his goddamn fist tech. And that's when he loses it. Because they stole his fist tech, and then when he killed them, he didn't even get it back. He was very disappointed. Luckily, he gets his fist tech stash back when we do the campaign, because we're basically just rolling back time. It's like a side story that never happened. Compares to both cocaine and opiates. Okay, that makes sense. That's fair. I mean, yeah, opiates is it has the physical appearance of cocaine, but it has the effect of opiates, which I guess means that it's just opiates. Cocaine isn't an opiate, but you can crush an opiate. It's fine. So, He's addicted to the hard drugs. That's just his thing. I didn't choose that. That wasn't a character choice. That was what the dice told me was happening. Well, technically, the dice told me he had an addiction, and then my DM and I decided that it was to Fistech. Because, I don't know, I said drugs at some point. And that's how it works. And we'll be talking about him more on Saturday when I'm drawing him. Because I was going to draw him before the one-shot started, but I don't remember what happened that prevented that from happening. I genuinely don't remember what happened. I think I just, had a stomach ache or something. But anyway, we're not doing art today. We're not supposed to be talking about Florian. That's Sad Day's thing. The plan for today is basically just do actual world building, because I haven't done that in a while. I think, oh shit. When was this? When was it? When did I do it? When did I world build? I don't even remember when I last did world building. Sorry, I'm literally going on YouTube and blinding myself. On the 19th. Yeah, okay. It's been 20 odd days. That happens. It happens. And Dave's gonna work on Jade C stuff. Whoop! That's for the other campaign. So I've currently got 2 ongoing, technically. I think we're taking a couple weeks break, I assume, from the Witcher one, while we figure out a time slot. Which will be fun, because I'll be like, well, I can't do Tuesdays, I can't do Saturdays, I can't do Sundays, and I can't do Thursdays. So pick one of the other days, and we're not going to do Mondays, so it has to be either Wednesday or Friday. They have to pick one. So that's going to be fun. To pick a day for them. Because we played it on Mondays because it was the, it's because, like, the way we do it is, the way the club works is we have Mondays as our game day. Where we're supposed to go in person, right? Like, the whole point is the club event where we come in every Monday and we chill out and we eat pizza, drink soft drink, and, like, play Magic the Gathering. But we can't run the game on Mondays because we're going to eventually be able to go back in person, and that's not how gaming works. So we were going to do it on literally any other day of the week. I know, I'm so busy after 6 p.m. on every single day of the week. It happens, you know? And if it ends up, like, meaning that one of my streams has to disappear into the void, you know, it's whatever, right? I can make that, I can make that happen. Because, I mean, I already have to look at changing my Sunday stream's time slot. Because, holy shit. That killed me. Not the stream itself, the sleep afterwards. Didn't work. Because, as I said, I passed out once on Monday, and then almost a second time on Monday. During a voice chat with other people. It wasn't going well. I was very tired. So, and the issue is they want to do it again this week. I'm like, no, please don't do that to me. Can't do it. I don't want to have to cancel the gamer time. But we will see what happens. Because I was going to basically, like, switch it back like an hour. Because I used to stream from 10 till 12. And then I switched from 10 to 11 till 12 because of time zone shit. 11 until 1 even. I know how time works. It's fine. I am so busy. But we're going to write about elves. Because I was working on elves nearly a month ago. And then I did nothing. Because I wanted to rewrite the article about elves in T.U. Amara. Because the original article was very, very old. Like, very old. I need to find the... Where is it? Studio. No! No! I didn't want to open images. Come back. How does time work? I find it very confusing. It's confusing, consuming. Time is strange. It moves forward and it just takes me along for the ride, and I'm like, I didn't ask for this. Because here was the original article, and it's not bad, per se. It's just extremely outdated. Because after I wrote the original article about elves in my setting, T.U. Amara, well, when I wrote the article, it wasn't called T.U. Amara, it was called Shanofa Eula. You may sense a pattern emerging about place names. But so it had a different world name, for starters. For 2, there was only 1 continent, which, if you've seen me do anything on stream most of it has been on the second continent, which is Thrasin. But at the time I wrote the article, there was only one continent, which was Abravost, and that was the entire setting. And so the article only referenced a single continent and only referenced the elves from that continent. And it originally had a map, well, an image that showed 4 different elves, and I called them types, sort of like how in like in D&D where they would go, okay, so there's the elves, but then, you know, within the elves there's like the high elves, the moon elves, the hell elves, the drow, and I'm just like, so I used types. They're not like, they don't map to those correctly, but like I called them types, which is weird because then, you know, they're not, the same terminology isn't used for humans, and I wanted to not have that. Not that I've written the human article, but I wanted to just refer to them as like, you know, peoples, as opposed to just like hard subdividing them like it's a sub-race or something. Because they're not. They're literally just like a race of people, an ethnicity of peoples. They just have various ethnicities like any other sapient or sentient species in this world would have. Nah. So that was the main thing. The main thing was that it was just extremely outdated and extremely Abravost specific, to the point of which the history section refers to specific countries in Abravost and their history there. And I'm just like, no. No, that's not happening, yo. That ain't happening. That's not how this works. And so I ripped it all out a month ago, and then I haven't finished it. And so the idea is I'll work on this, and then if I get super bored doing it, there are technically alternatives. There are alternate things that can happen. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to post about this in the Discord. Oopsie daisies. I haven't posted into the Discord, like, to say that I'm going live in ages. I forgot. Hold on. I'm gonna quickly, grab something together. Because I probably should actually mention that I'm live in the Discord. For once in my life. One second. Let me just fix that. Ah. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, beep, beep. Hello! Hello, Games GM! Welcome! You arrived before I remembered to do the Discord thing. Live for some world building. Writing about elves. Sorry. Because I haven't posted a going live message in the World Animal Discord in weeks, so I forgot that I was meant to do that. And so I'm doing that now. There we go. Alright, now we can actually do stuff. Now things can actually happen. Maybe. Who knows? Knowing me, it won't. But we're good. Our setup is done now. It's never easy to remember. And I haven't done it in a while because I wasn't sure if my streams were relevant. Because I was doing like art streams and they weren't for things that were using World Anvil. So I was like, oh. You know? That was my issue. Because like I did 2 streams to draw a character, but that character is in a campaign that isn't using World Anvil. And so like, yes, it is relevant, but I was like, eh. And so I just didn't share it. And then I don't remember what anything else I did. It is still rated. So when I draw my other character on Saturday, I'll try and remember to actually post it. For once. I'll have to set my little template for posting back up. Ah, well. So the plan is to write about the elves, to try and maybe finish the article. We'll see what happens. Knowing me, won't get close, but, you know, we'll write the article. Or something. We'll get progress. Oh, I hate when it does that. Okay, so I've mentioned that they're taller. I've mentioned that their skin colors are more varied. And they have colorful hair, which, to be fair, so do humans. I probably would mention lifespan here, but I probably wouldn't do that in a single... like, in that same paragraph. I'll just say taller than humans. People can assume it means on average, because that's just how that works. Oh. There we go. Okay, now I can set it to a second paragraph. It's all good. Earth lifespan varies greatly by location and environmental factors, but on average, they live far longer. Well, not far longer. They live longer than humans, with many reaching the age of 80 compared to the human 60. So that's 20. Or is that 60 is the average? Well, you know, sure it is now. Now it is. The average human lifespan is now apparently 60. Which I don't think I have ever actually followed as a number at any point. But, hey, it'd be like that sometimes. It's just ideas. It doesn't matter. Where's the lifespan section? Where is it? Where'd you go? There it is. 60. 60 years. How does it show up when you do that? It just shows lifespan, though, doesn't it? It's weird that the box is labeled average lifespan, but then it just shows up as lifespan. Because it makes it sound like they only live 60 years. It's kind of weird. That might just be a me thing, though. I don't know. I can always fix it later. I can always change it, like, manually. Look at that. 60. Similarly. Relatedly. I'll probably say elves. Oh. I'm trying to figure out how the grammar works. Would it be elves apostrophe? Because it'd be like house thing. Is this house? Yeah, so it would be elves apostrophe. Sorry, I had to do like a whole section in my head going, how does grammar work? Apostrophe S is a very complicated thing, and I'm not good at it, apparently, even though I speak English natively. Oopsie daisies. It happens. Relatedly, I was talking about kids, but I wasn't sure how many I would say. Probably, Relatedly, elves tend to have fewer children per family, as each child is more likely to reach maturity. That's kind of how it works, sort of. Actually, I'd probably say they also, because relatedly sounds weird. They also tend to have fewer children per family, as each child is more likely to reach maturity. So they're just generally kind of healthier. This obviously depends, but people can fill that in. You know, not every kid's gonna make 20, but most of them will. As opposed to, you know, many. Many versus most. You know, there's a slight wiggle room between there. I'd probably talk about the thing about the bit where they can just, like, bang anybody. Would be the next section. Since we mentioned kids now. So now we have to mention the bit where they do the thing all the time. Which I might put as a subheader just because it is, like, it's not really, like, a big thing, but it is, like, a distinction that is not shared by at least humans and possibly dragons. I don't know how mer people reproduce, and I don't think I want to know. Because last time I thought about that, shit got really weird. And I still think about it 6 years. 7, 8 years. Oh my god. It's been a long time since the incident. Yeah, all the time. All the time. All the time. So reproduction. Unlike humans. Elves do not have biological. I have to use the word gender simply because I worry that using the word sex here would get confusing. Yeah, I worked out merpeople reproduction technically, but not really. And I just got real confused because shit just got real weird. Which I attribute to being asexual. I just blame that. I've decided that's the problem there. Like, that was why shit got weird. It's just because I was extremely confused. And so, like, the social element got real weird. It depends if you make them fish merpeople or dolphin. Yeah, it depends what the fish bit is. I think I described merpeople as looking like dragons, but I don't remember when I mentioned that. I think it's... Hold on, I can check that. I think I know where I mentioned that. I mentioned it in Diaries. I mentioned that in the Diaries of the Geodude Fleet. Wait, why would it have been mentioned here? How did you describe them here? That's the question. Oh, that's gonna look like shit. Hold on, I need to open this. I need to view this in a world so I can read what they wrote in character, because I don't remember how this person described them. Fish folk. Something looked like a dragon, but combined with a fish and a person. Persian? Looked like a dragon. Looked like the dragon. Okay, so they did have a dragon as a reference point. A singular dragon. Which, in that dragon's case, they were a sea serpent kind of dragon. So it kind of makes sense why they would get confused. Persian. So I said they kind of like, I guess just because of the scales, but I don't know. She was confused. And I've drawn them once, but they looked real busted when I drew the merfolk of Tiomara. So I think I'd have to redesign them from the ground up. Because I mentioned them once and they're extremely vague. Which is good. Because, you know, they can choose, okay, so they can choose between laying a clutch of eggs or live birth depending on the nutrition of the mother. Right, so that could probably vary by area, like whether they're in like the warm tropics where like it's really easy for them to go up on the surface or something. If they want to go on the surface, or like, you know, it would depend on environment and because of like the food and also like the warmth and like what things are around. I guess, I don't know. I'd have to think about it, and I don't want to at the moment because if I do, I'm just gonna have to think about the lighthouse. I don't want to do that. Good day, Delian! You arrived from the frozen outdoors. Ew. It's like 30 degrees here. Well, it's less than that currently, but it's like warm. It's gonna be 31 tomorrow, and I was like, ew. Please no. Please no, ew. I have to go outside in that. Disgusting. Especially if you're well fed, have one kid to look after, or if it's limited, just have lots and hope. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, yeah. There's various bits to it. So I'm gonna look into that at some point. The issue is gonna basically require me to, like, Sorry, I lost my train of thought because I'm getting DM'd by a friend on Discord. Not Day, somebody else, obviously, and I had to... It just killed the train of thought. Sorry. Because now I'm being asked questions about what happened during the campaign. I was like, this happened like 3 weeks ago, bro. I don't remember. Shit. If Earl was taken with me shopping or John. Fuck, I think it... Ooh. Oh, shit, I don't know. Bro. Fucking deep cuts. Did I mention this on... Sorry. We're now entering shenanigans. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get real funky. Because I can just keep... That way I can keep Twitch chat open. So I can answer, you know, I'm now gonna search my own Twitter. I need to, I'm gonna try and figure out what the hell happened when my character bought vodka. Because I don't remember the incident. I don't remember. You know, you for once. For once. If it isn't good vodka, Florian will Killian keep. Okay, we're getting here. Why am I putting vodka in my lemonade? Okay. Nope, I didn't mention it. I ain't got no clue, buddy. Earl? Yeah. We'll just go with it was Earl. We'll say it was Earl. We'll assume it was our boy. Your boy. Earl the God. Everybody loves Earl the God. Okay, sorry. I got super distracted. What were we talking about? Merfolk. I guess, like, at some point I'll just have to look up a bunch of fish stuff and just figure it out from there. Because I've basically deliberately avoided doing any of the world building in TU Amara that would directly involve the merfolk. Because luckily, they haven't been, like, present for very long. And they're very much a localized entity. Because, you know, by default, they can't go inland. So they can't get to a lot of the places that I've been world building in. Like, if I pick up the map, where's, just, that's awesome, this bit of the map. Like, I can, oh, Jesus, oh no. Oh god, oh, I hate this. I hate when it does this. What? Oh, because it's got an accent on it. Oh, shit. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? Alright. Alright. Come on. Oh no, I need to be good. Here we go. Has an accent on it, which means I can't search it. Aye. Let's see if this map loads. Okay, so, oops, shit. Alright. The merfolk are, like, over here, in this kind of area. I'm hitting the wrong buttons to scroll. They're in, like, this part of the sea over here. Around in this absolute shenanigans section here. Right? This is where they are. Some of them might be sort of edging out, like, over here. But they aren't going to go too far north, because it's way the hell too cold. Well, not too cold, but, like, they're probably more, like, warm water merfolk. Or the people who are doing it. There would be cold water merfolk, but they're not coming through presently. Because the exit is in the warm water, way too hot for them. So that they're working on it. But most of them are, like, in that area. So they don't have anything to do with basically this entire section up in the top left. They aren't anywhere near, I think it's Hyugia. They don't have anything to do with the Northwest Pact. And they can't do anything inland here unless they get a portal specifically to the lake. Which, good luck with that. If you're you gotta science the door real good to do that. And I don't know if they know how to do that yet. They aren't that precise. Because, like, portals is more art than science in this setting because they kind of, like, gravitational... They don't gravitationally, but, like... Portal, man, they auras... Portals are weird. I've written about them, like, once. And that was only for the on-land section, so I don't even know how they work underwater, yo. My god. Oh, shit, I'm gonna have to rewrite that article, too. But yeah, they only impact a specific section of the world building, and they haven't really come up. So, you know, we'll get to that. It's really just shaming. And they've noticed the Discord setting. Oh, gee. My friend noticed that it said I'm streaming on Discord. We're all good. Oh, jeez. But yeah, I've been able to deliberately avoid writing about merfolk because most of the shenanigans have been on-land shenanigans, and they can't really get involved with that unless they start, like, making aquariums that, like, you can wheel around. We're gonna make a magic aquarium, bro. It's gonna get wild. We're gonna do, like, a full-on, I was gonna make a reference, but I realized I don't actually remember how it went. So, we're gonna pretend I didn't do that. No. I was gonna try to reference Avatar, but I realized that even though I only watched it like a month ago, I do not remember the exact details of, like, the mid-season 3, like, shit. I don't remember how the Day of Black Sun went. In terms of the detail that I was thinking of. Like, how the hell did the submarines work? I don't know. If they involved waterbending, then that was what I was going for. If they don't, then I don't know. I don't know what I was going for. I'm gonna sit myself in a tub, like a bathtub, on wheels, and I'm gonna water bend the shit inside the tub to basically push myself forward. I wasn't half paying attention. It's just that I don't remember the specifics of how one element works. I was pretty sure they involved water bending, but then I got scared. I got scared that I didn't know. Because, like, the hot air balloons don't involve air bending. They do, but, like, only specifically. Or fire bending. Not specifically. You can do it mechanically. So I couldn't remember if this was a mechanical thing that involved magic or not. Because some of it doesn't. Most of it does. But some of it doesn't. So I'm just like, listen, buddy. Oh, no, nothing. I don't know nothing. Listen? Alright. It was a good show. I just, like, you know. Okay, I was half watching. I'm sorry. I'll admit that. Things are happening. Memes are occurring. I need to close the memes so I don't get confused. Merfolk waterbenders? Well, not inherently. They're not inherently waterbenders, but, like, because, like, everyone in the setting can do magic. Well, most people can do magic. But if they are going on land, waterbending is gonna... Like, doing water magic is gonna be the thing they need. Right? Because they need the water to live. So they're gonna have to do waterbending to survive. Also, hello. You weren't interrupting the stream at all. It's all good. It is all G. Alright. I was worrying about elves. I'm not even supposed to be writing about merfolk. I'm writing about elves. The other species. The other magic people. Eventually I'll figure out the merfolk in more detail, but, you know, that's for later. Maybe that'll be next week. Who knows? Maybe I'll finally write about the merfolk. Maybe I'll finally write about the humans, because I haven't done that yet. Of the four, like, I call them sapient. I'm not sure if that's the word I want to use. But of the four species, I've written the dragon article, and I technically had an elf article, but I wiped it. So now I don't have an elf article. So, I'm working on that now. I haven't written the human article. Despite it being... It's very old. How old is the human article? Very old. Creation date, 12th of October, 2018. God. Eventually, I'll write about the humans, and I'll actually finish their article. But not today. You have more content ideas. Exactly. Exactly. It helps me flesh it out for when I eventually do get to the merfolk. Because luckily, they're extremely, like, loosely defined. Because last time when I was writing about the elves, someone had a lot of cool ideas for elves, but they didn't fit the setting because I'd already written sort of about elves and like things involving elves, so you could extrapolate what elves were like. So like I think one thing that I think it was it Author Goddess who mentioned stuff about like color changing, you know, like camouflage kind of stuff. That shit's super cool, but that is not how the elves in my setting work, and I already knew that. So I couldn't include that. But when I get to the merfolk, because they've basically only been defined as fish, people, and dragon, there is so much room there to just go wild. Because the person describing them had no idea what was going on. So they could even be wrong. The human article is roughly as old and as unfinished. Hell yeah. That's the way. We make extreme, like, you start you open the world anvil, you make a bunch of really basic articles, and then you never finish any of them. And you start getting into the really specific stuff. That is how this works. I've written about, like 20 different countries, and I haven't written about humans yet. Even though humans are in, I would say, all of those countries. With possibly one exception. So... Oops. Yeah, the elven shoes will get finished before the main species. Exactly! You finish the shoes before you finish the person who will wear the shoes. This is just a fact. This is just how it is. This is just how it works. It's devastating. So unlike humans, elves do not have a biological gender. And they're reproductive. system allows them to bear children with any other member of the species. I'm trying to be vague because I don't want to be very explicit, also because I don't want to think about it. Because now I'm talking about elves and how they just, like... The joke was that the elves are like what humans are in Star Trek, in the sense that they bang everything that moves. But then I said they have less children, so maybe they don't bang everything that moves. Maybe I'm going to change that, actually, because that was funny. Well, it's not like funny, ha ha ha, but like, I think it's fun. That they're basically the humans of TMR in the fact that they just bang all the aliens. The aliens being the humans, and maybe the merfolk. I mean, yeah, they could have a way lower fertility rate. That's probably a good way to do it. So in that case, this line is incorrect because it's not because they are they're more likely to reach maturity. It's that they just have less kids. That does not mean they do not bang. And that's how it is. How would I put that? Possibly. I don't want to be too specific just because, like, part of me just wants to be, like, gross, you know? Because, you know, it do be gross. But, you know, I feel like it's... I think I might just put it down to a lower fertility rate. They live longer, and they're, like, taller and, like, more powerful, more ethereal. But they just have less kids, because that's just how it works. Which means, like, you know, just things just happen, you know? It's allowed to be fun now. Unlike the rock people in the other setting where, like, they choose when to have kids explicitly. Which is pretty cool. That was I remember that stream from, like, October. Blast from the past, the Duanum streams. They're not even rock people, they just... things are weird. Okay, so this part's incorrect. Well, reproduction to myth. Right, yeah, metaphorical births. Sew him into his leg. It's fine. Just get sewn in the leg, don't worry about it. Like, it sounds super interesting, like, it is cool. The issue is that sex is gross. And that's my issue. So I'm just like, eh. Like, it's fascinating, but I don't want to think about it sometimes. It's like, damn it. An entire section of anthropology. Just like, no. Just why, like, the thing with, like, the gods in my setting is they aren't really people. They don't, like... Well, they kind of are people, because they clearly have their own, like, motivations and ideas and stuff. But they weren't born, they just spontaneously appeared, or rather, one of them spontaneously appeared from the void, and then she just split herself into, like, 4 parts, and then all those 4 parts split themselves in half, like it's goddamn mitochondria cells and shit. So I'm just like, it is literal, like, asexual reproduction just happening. So I'm just like, that's just what happens. Maybe she has a myth. Who knows? Some weirdo in the settings thought about it. Like, how did the mother come to be? It's like, I don't know, dude. How did the world come to be? How did the mother make the world? I don't know. Eggs, yo. The world is an egg. Who knows? Yeah, birth is the beginning, and it implies death. True. And so if the gods are, like, conceptual, they can't really die. You can't really kill a concept. In that sense. Because, like, how do you do that? What? It's not super possible. Not in the way that I did the concepts. Kind of. Because, like, if you have a god, like, a god of, like, trees, then yeah. If you cut down the tree, uproot the tree, then, well, like, oh, a dryad, like the dryad of that tree. You cut down the tree, you burn down the tree. Is the dryad dead? Could be. If the dryad is the tree is dead, the dryad is dead. Right? You can kill that kind of god. But if the god is like they are the god of, I think it was like change, you can't really kill the concept of change. That's not how that works. So the gods are super immortal. And there's a lot of relationship stuff to combine interesting concepts. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. You get a cannon whoop ass if you mess with nature. Exactly. It's like, I'm gonna try and kill a god. Don't do it. It does not go well. Not for you. It didn't. Ooh. Get a whole cannon whoop ass. If you try and kill one of the gods, oh my god. Ooh. Nothing's going well for you, buddy. Mostly because you're just gonna be doing shit for your entire life and nothing is gonna happen. There's nothing. Nothing happens. You know, you're like, I'm gonna kill the god of change, and you just keep trying. Nothing happens because the god isn't a physical thing. You can't kill it. What are you doing? And then you're on your deathbed and, like, someone, like, the person who's tending to you just gets possessed by the god of change who just stands over you like, bitch. And just stabs you, and you die. And that's it. That's what happens when you try and kill a god. Change is wild. Is there a god of biscuits? God, I wish. I wish there was a god of biscuits, but there isn't. Rip. In more specific and more legislation, it goes on. Earth plus sky, then sea, then time, then other primordials, then Zeus in that more civilized lot. Right, yeah. That makes sense. If I had my time again, things would have changed and the gods would not be as they are. But unfortunately, it's a bit late to change that because they're kind of baked in. They've been baked in since pretty early on because of how one character relates to them, being that one of them literally has a god inside of her head for very complicated reasons. The reason being she died, and the god is the thing keeping her alive. A lot of things happened for her in that, 5-minute window. A lot of shit happened. She doesn't remember any of that 5 minutes, but holy shit. So, you know, she's had a god in her head since, day, 10. It has been the setting for ages that she has a god in her head. And so I had to work out fairly early, so what are the gods like, and why are the gods in her head? And that means the gods have been baked in for, 2 years. So I'm just like, shit. Beans. It's not helpful from a world building perspective. Because now I can't change them and make them cool. Because, how old are they? Because I can probably find that out. My text looks really big. And I don't know if I did that. Did I do this? I don't feel like I did this. I don't think I did this. Hold on. I know what's happening here. God damn it. Alright. Anyway, publication date. That's incorrect. That's incorrect. Sometime in between these two dates is when I decided when that happens. So that's I think it was possibly in World Ember 2018, actually, that I wrote about them. Possibly. I don't remember. Because I think I created the article on, the first day of World Ember 2018, which didn't begin on December 1st. It began at 12:01 a.m. December 1st, Australian Eastern Daylight Time, which in the back end was the 30th of November. Because the back end is British. So that's why it says 30. I made it on the first day of World Umber, and I wrote about it within the first week. And it's basically been the same since then. I need to edit it because the text is really big, and it shouldn't be that big. And I know why it's that big, because I used paragraphs. And for some reason, paragraphs are huge, and I don't feel like they used to be, so I think Dimmy made a change again. God damn it. Damn it. Stop doing this to me. Ugh. Devastating. Maybe we'll make it just like that. That works. Yeah. And a name that carries the implications in the relationship between gods and mortals. There's a division between the divine experience and the mortal one. Yes. Almost certainly. Because, like, they would just be different. Shit's just different. Whereas, like, the closest thing... The closest mortal thing to a god is the primordial dragons. But they are still mortal. And so their experience is different from the gods as well. It's just the difference is that they're the kind of immortal where they don't die unless killed, which has only happened maybe once. Same with the primordials, who are immortal unless killed, except in that case, all but one of them is dead. Because they were surrounded by humans who are super mortal, and shit happened. Chaos happens. Conflict occurs. At least one of them was murdered by his wife, which is just funny. I've written about this. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed writing about the primordials. They were fun. Do your gods eat, sleep, feel pain? No. Technically no. With one exception. No. And then, who knows? I don't, and I don't know. I don't know the answer to any of those questions, but they don't eat and they don't feel pain. One of them sleeps, but I think in that case, it's a very, like, edge case where the whole idea is she's literally creating the world from herself, so she diminishes as she creates shit. Like, she is the universe, basically. Kind of. It's more complicated than that. But, like, she is, like, T.U. Amara is literally made from her. She just splits bits off of herself, and that's how shit gets made, which means she gets smaller and smaller. And so shit gets really weird. So she's asleep. Kind of. She's the one exception. The other gods do not sleep. At least because, like, one assumes they don't. It's kind of weird. Gods are weird, yo. Whatever. They have a lot lower fertility rate than humans. Meaning they have less children on average. On average. I don't know. Like, the gods are weird. And, like, there is room for some other gods that aren't part of the core pantheon, depending on how the mother works. Because the mother is, like, God with a capital G kind of shit. She's like she's literally the big mama. But there is potentially room for stuff outside of her direct control, depending on who you ask. Because there's at least one group who worship a deity who does not possess people, which is the only way people know to confirm a god is real. Because the divinities can possess humans, and they can't like appear physically in like divine form, because that's not how that works. They don't have a physical form, but they can like connect into your soul and like take over it, and they can speak through you. But you know, there is potential for gods who are outside of that. So like the magic god, which is a Bryos, may not exist. Most people don't think that they do, but if they do, they're a god who does not possess others in the same way, or is silent. And it's like, oh, interesting. Shit's weird. And there's room for like, I think I mentioned at some point I had the idea for like a specific psychopomp, as in someone who ferries souls back to the mother to get reborn and taken back to the worlds. I don't know if that's still happening. Like, I say that like I don't know, because I'm like in charge, but I don't know. Yeah, kinda. That's the kind of vibe. Like, this isn't the kind of setting where you could, this isn't the kind of setting where you could, like, kidnap the goddess of fertility and then no one can, like, have children anymore. This isn't like a Mesopotamian or like a Greek thing where you can just like capture the god of a realm and now that realm does not do what it's supposed to do. Not least because you can't capture the gods. They aren't physical things and you can't really capture an idea. That's not how that works. So, you know, they just kind of exist out there. They're just a bit weird. They mostly do whatever I tell them to do, which is a lot of weird shit. And some of them are assholes. At least one of them is an asshole. Justice is an asshole. Specifically Justice and all of their sub-supplies, which is Mercy and Vengeance. The three of them are assholes. They are a trio of absolute dicks. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna do real quick. I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna move this now to be in a better position. Because the reason it was like that earlier was because I don't know why. But I'm gonna move it to be more visible. Because why not? Oop. There we go. Bandits giving surprise picture phrases when they realize they can't stop a concept by capturing a deity. Oh no! We can't capture the god of death. We can't capture Sisyphus. Ugh. Devastating. I know Sisyphus isn't the god of death. Shh. Capture the god of biscuits for an infinite supply of biscuits. Hell yeah. That's the shit. I'm gonna capture the sun god and now I have the sun in my pocket. Anyway, I've been told I must do a sprint. And so, I have pulled up my little sprint program, and I will run a 10-minute sprint in which I actually attempt to be productive. That's how sprints work, I'm told. I'm unfamiliar with the concept. But yeah, we will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, beep. 10 minutes on the clock for anyone who wants to really get at it and attempt to finish something. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Yep. On average. I've forgotten how calendars work. Math is hard. Math is very, very hard. I'm at 40, right? Yeah, okay. God, I was on my keyboard. Oh yeah, yeah. Sure. Why not? That makes enough sense to me, I think. I don't have to go into that much detail about how elves bang. I've done my duties of making games now. I must peace out. Take care and have fun Worldbuilding. Hell yeah, dude! Thanks for dropping by. And thank you for the follow. I appreciate all the memes immensely. They are delightful. Oh, they're great. Oh, I love them. I'm sprinting. I'm not supposed to read memes. I'll be yelled at. But the memes are great. I am a fan of the memes. Do I want to human and have entire gender category? The attribute not magical gender. So same humans do. Friction in communities and give up populations. Aroused to adult human gender in order to better fit in neighbors. This is this can cause friction. It is not unheard of. This is most common for elves is their human parents often these roles on them. be known to deliberately toy with the windows of the they are part of, as it does not have the same importance to them. Boing. Oh my god. Here's the physical characteristics, and here's everything about sex and gender. Yeehaw. You love to see it. It just happens. Okay, next is, I don't know, groups. How would I... how would I describe that? Previously called them types, but they're not really types in the way that you would have a subcategory in like D&D. It's more of a ethnicity thing, which is all this shit. Holy shit. It's a lot of you bastards. You can kind of tell who's related and who's not. Sort of. Kind of. It's complicated. I don't know. And boom! That is 10 minutes up. I'm going to pause and hide that. That did not do what it was supposed to do. Oh my god, okay. We'll do it the funky way. We'll hide it that way. So then I minimize it. I have written, with that 10 minutes, I think about 200 words. Entirely about, you know, under the reproduction category. It happens. Listen. Reproduction and gender. I was gonna lump them in under the one category. Oh god! Oh, I love when that happens. Oh, it's my favorite. I love when we forget to close things. Oh, it's my favorite. Okay, so I've written about the physical traits of elves in not a whole lot of detail, but enough that at least I know what I'm talking about, generally speaking. Ideally, I would have pictures, and I do sort of plan to. I think at some point I actually had a picture that... Ooh, where'd I put that one? Ooh, where is it? Ooh, which year was that? There it is. Here it is. Hold on, let me pull this bad boy in here. Did that work? It didn't work. Hold on. See this funky... Let's pull this in. Don't pull in my old homework. Pull in the image that I'm looking at. That one. I drew... The intention for this image was that it was going to be the cover image. And it's A, not super good, and B, does not now cover the full breadth of what elves look like, because again, there's an entire second continent. A lot of things happened in 2019. Is the general gist. Oh my god, my hair's a mess now. A lot of things happened in 2019. But these were the four kind of groups that existed at the time. The Jaimilke, the Sunke, the Kalkoselti, and the Lilpumpamti. These two were the biggest because of shenanigans. And then these two were much smaller groups. This one in particular was very small because of reasons involving historical grievances with the Empire. It happens, you know? And I've written about them a couple times because they were the, I think it was it 2020? No, 2019 summer camp. I wrote about a subgroup of them who are super warlike because they're pissed. As often happens. But I have this picture of just 4 of the groups. There's technically, I would say, at least 2 more. Even though you can see on the sidebar that there is more than 6. That's because this is obviously more thorough in the sense that it's not just elf, it is also like more culturally based, and that was a bit more physically based. It was a bit weird. Because like the Edzim, which is not pronounced Edzim, but don't worry about it, are the mountain people who have, I think, one person currently in them. These are the lakeside elf people. These are the pink people. I mean, they are brown. These are like the like ashier brown. Then these are island people who I've written about before. These were the yellow ones. These were a subgroup of the pink ones, and then these were oh boy, the brown with yellow. But it's obviously a bit more. You can be more or less precise with that. And I'll see what happens, and I draw pictures for him. Good morning, Opportunist Bob. How are you? How is your morning? How cold is it? I've been told it's cold. The Northern Hemisphere. Cold. I'm just assuming that it's all cold. I wanna... do I rotate the history, maybe? And just not get with the types? How do I write about... How do you write about species? They're the articles that I find the hardest to do. They are genuinely the ones that I hate writing the most. Because this one was just talking about a historical theory where it's like humans, but like immortal though. And that's it. So you don't have to really explain them. You're just like, it's, you know, immortal, but big. And this boy's being silly. It was either his wife or his sister. I like that part. Fun shit. Cool, but coffee is hot. Hell yeah. That, you know, if that's good. Is it good that at least something is warm? How do I talk about races? Ugh. Also, why did I say races? I usually use the word species. Oh, because... Is sapient the word I want here? Why did I use the word sapient? I don't think the word sapient is the one that I want. Oh, piss off. Meaning. Maybe? I guess it is. I know some people have used Siphont for it, but that's because that was like a... That feels more sci-fi, and this is very much fantasy, so I think the word sapient is the one I want. Human-like. Human-esque. It happens. Ah, jeez. Okay. Maybe I'll just skip that part and I'll just go into the history section, which is usually the part that I enjoy more anyway. I'll just do the history section, and we'll talk about how they were in one country, in one world, and then whoosh. Shit happens. Shit doth be occurring. Or shit hath occurred. Perhaps. Shit hath occurred. I feel like I'm lisping. Oh dear. Okay. So. Elves. Elves. Unlike humans, elves are not native to Tiumara. Instead, they are native to Tiunaha, one of a hypothesized... How many? Oh god, I don't remember any of my own facts. Where'd I put it? This needs to be fixed so bad. It does not need to be that big. Dimmy, why would you do this to me? Shit, what is it? Is it in the meta? Is it in the meta article that I put that image? No. Shit. Where is it? Hold on. It's in the events category. I know it. Why is the text big? Dimmy, please. Stop it. What are you doing? No. At some point, I'm positive that this bit about the font size was not here like a month ago. Timmy, please. Hold on, I have to fix it. It's gonna piss me off. Hold on. I have to fix this. It's gonna annoy me. I don't like one section of text being huge. I'm gonna fix this. Where is it? TMRB 2 says... I think it's in basics, technically. But only kind of. Okay. User... CSS, presentation... P. No, just P. Font size. 1M, please. I'm begging you. I'm begging you to just be 1M. 1EM, please. It didn't work. Shit. Shit. How did it not work? Why did it not work? Oh, because there's a dot. This does not need to be a dot. That'd be why. Okay. Quickly. There we go. I am freed. This might cause problems. But I hope not. Because I'm trying to break shit. Deliberately. Oh. Wait, it wasn't that big before. Okay, yeah, something happened. It didn't used to be that big. So I'm pretty sure this was not deliberate. I don't think he did it on purpose. But for sake of not breaking things, I'm gonna quickly change my CSS to not do the thing. UCC sentence. I'm going to change it so that it doesn't affect the top. Because it's not supposed to. You're only supposed to affect the stuff that's actually in your control. So I'm just going to real quick just do that. And that should work. Should be good. Okay, I have solved the P problem. It was upsetting me. She was too big. Anyway, while I was here, I was looking for... Introduction. It's the intro article. That's what it is. It's in the intro article. God. Don't know why I thought it was the meta. Here we go. It is this image here, which didn't load. Why didn't you load? Bro, it's not that hard. There you go. Okay, so there are 7. I wasn't sure if there were 7 or 8. But apparently there are 7. Because one of these is the human world. So one of these is TU Amara. The other one is TU Noha. And then, depending on which one is which, either the purple or this blue are, I think I called it TU Diella, which is a name that will change once I actually make the merfolk language and make it real funky. At minimum, the merfolk language has a T and a U and an I and a U. A T and a Y and an I and a U. It needs to be able to pronounce TU. That's it, though. So one of those is the merfolk homeworld. I don't remember which one I had in mind, because I've changed which color the human world is, like, 7 times. So I'm just like, I don't know what color nothing is anymore. I think I had an idea at some point. I assume this one is the human world, in which case the purple one is the merfolk homeworld. But if I ever go and do a second pass on the portal article, I'll explain it a bit more there. Because it'll be important, I think. Because the portal article is from 2019, prior to the second continent, and prior to merfolk. So this will need to be updated at some point. I don't know why the H1s look huge. I feel like that is also not my fault. Did something happen? something when I wasn't looking? Has Demi done something? Like, for real, though. Did something happen in the CSS while I wasn't looking? Because I'm pretty sure that's not how... But it's not meant to be 23. I don't feel like it's supposed to be 32. That looks huge. Are my eyes falling out of my head? I'm pretty sure something has happened to the default CSS. And that's annoying because I work only with the default CSS. So I'm just like, what did you do? Demi, please. My CSS, what have you done? I'm trying to figure out what I have as an example, but I don't know. Because I changed the... Because I never, like, do redundant... I don't do redundant CSS usually. So, like, if the default CSS has a font size that I like, I don't put a font size declaration for that. So I didn't put a font size for the H2s, which is these ones with the green on white. I didn't put a font size for those. I've put a font size for other stuff because I needed to change it. But if the default was good, I didn't touch it. So I'm like, what did I do? What did I do? I didn't do it. Because there was the P issue, and I've removed the P issue. This looks correct because this is a selector that I defined a text size. Something about the H1s looks huge, and this does not look correct. What happened here? What in the hell happened here? Holy shit. What? When did that happen? Huh? What? Like, I'm okay with the gap I get. When did this happen? This does not look how I'm pretty sure it looked when I was doing CSS last time. Because I haven't touched the TU Amara CSS in a while because I didn't need to. But I'm a little confused. That looks huge. Shit, what size was it? Did I use the size anywhere else? Hold on, I'm now looking at my other CSS. For a different thing. H1, that's the fancy stuff. Oh. Huh. Yeah, so they at some point in the last, I don't know when, a like 1.3 EM was added to the P styling. So I just chucked in a thing in my CSS to say that P is the same size as everything else. Or I just made it so that the P font size was 1 EM, because then it stays the same size as everything else. It just takes the, like, page size. Oh god, what does Utramos stuff look like? Oh god, hold on a minute. Because we already have a font size bigger upper in here. Oh god, is that how big it's supposed to be? I don't know. I don't remember. Hold on, I'm opening articles. Does this look about... I think this looks normal. I think that's because we have... Wait, hold on a minute, what? What? Hold on, what? Hold on there, buddy. What? What? Let me select... What? Oh, because it's not a... Right, because it's just plain text. Right, that makes sense. I'm pretty sure this setting already has a... Oh, here it is. So we have a font size thing. What is that being overridden by? I'm confused. I don't understand what's happening. And the issue is that I don't usually define how big stuff is. Because I didn't define a... Okay, so I defined that the H1's 60. That's huge. I didn't define a font size for H2 either. How did T. Lamar, how did Username look? It looks mostly, actually that looks, wait, hold on, that doesn't look correct. That doesn't look correct! What in the hell? That's not correct. That's not supposed to have that much pattern. That's not how that works. What? Huh? What happened? Who did this? Who did this to me?
You can't touch this.
Jimmy, don't do that to me! I am on stream, Jimmy! Shit! Hold on a minute. God damn it. Alright. 1 second. Usually it just automatically changes my world, but apparently that was removed. So that's nice. That's a nice feature, I guess. It upsets me personally because I used it. Here we go. Here we go. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. Chaos reigns. If I get a copyright claim for that, I swear to God, I'll commit a crime. Not against Dimmy, but like I'll be upset. So there's no space before that, and I have a thing specifically for this. Don't I? No. What is happening? I'm positive it didn't used to do that. I'm positive that this padding wasn't like this. I thought I used the... Something's happening here, yo. Cause what? Okay, be crime. God damn it. I don't want to commit a crime if I don't have to. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I don't know what's happening. I'm not even in the right world anymore. I'm just confused. I don't know why the thing is so big. Oh, wait, I can check, I can kind of check this. I have a test world. I'm gonna real quick change back what world I'm working in so that the elf article doesn't break. Just fix that real quick. Thank you. Yeah, something's up. That's not supposed to look like that. That is not supposed to look like that. Something's up. That ain't supposed to look like that. The gap between the H1 padding has been busted. I'm dealing with that. Oh god. Oops daisies. Oh Jesus. What? Huh? Huh? Why is it like that? What the hell is happening there? Did I do something? I didn't do anything to that. Why is it like that? That looks weird. I don't know why. That might just be because this article is a bit weird. I am very confused. And that is not supposed to look like that. That is not how that looks. Who's been playing around in the back end? Who did this? Who did this? I don't even know. God, I've got so distracted. I'm so confused. I'm so confused by why it looks like that. It's not supposed to be that big. It looks too big. It looks huge. But it looks kind of okay here. So maybe it is correct. What's the font size here? Is it 32? Maybe the font size is the white. I'm kind of hallucinating. I think the H1 or like the H2 rather is the same. I think it's the same. I think that part I'm just confused about. The P was not. That was just what the status doing. Shit's weird, yo. I don't know anything. We definitely got a padding thing was happening. This, I know about this one already though. I think it's supposed to look like this. I'd have to go back and check a previous, like, video. I'd have to go and scout. I need to close this so it doesn't blind me. I'd have to go and look at a previous video where I was doing like working on an article in this setting to see if it actually looks different. I'll check. Whatever. I got very distracted by CSS. Oopsie daisies. This happens. I mean, at least I've been kind of productive today, so hey, you know what? It's fine. 7 worlds created by... Does she have an article? I don't remember. Yeah, exactly. Exactly the same. I have not had... Well, I've had time, but I've been distracted. Because I've been a bit burnt out after Worldember and after NaNoWriMo, Worldember, and then the Hero's Journey Challenge. So I took like 2-3 weeks off. So I didn't notice any of this, because I haven't been doing anything. So sometime in the last 3 weeks, this might have happened. But it could have been earlier than that, because I no longer use paragraph stylings in my articles because it's tedious and I hate it. So I just write. So it only affects old articles, and I haven't been rereading any of those recently, or not ones that use P. So, because those are all the really old ones. I stopped using paragraph in like probably 2019. So like the really old ones have paragraph styling, and then everything from before, like I think Summer Camp 2020 has weird spacing issues that I also need to fix. I think one of the articles we were reading has that problem. I'm gonna fix this one now, while I'm here. While I have it open, I'm gonna fix the portal spacing issue. Because I was being very, very silly. I was being very, very silly when I did this. Because I just separated every paragraph with a break, rather than with a full line. And it looks better with a full line. And Dimmy told me, and I was like, you're right. You're completely right. I'm the fool. I am the fool here. This was a mistake. So I'm just correcting for the error. Nope, I'm not allowed to scroll in here. That's weird. Okay, that should look actually better now. It will look better like this, because now you can actually read it. It's incredible. Hey, this article we gotta rework at some point. Whenever I write about the merfolk, I'll probably fix the portal article, because they do different stuff with theirs. Exactly, it's less of a scary wall, which Dimmy mentioned to me at some point, because he was reading the magic article, and he asked why it was like that, and I was like, oh, yeah, I was being real silly. And then I fixed it for that article, for the showcase, and then I've been very slowly fixing other old articles that have this problem. At some point, I'll just sit down and I'll go through a bunch of really old articles and I'll fix it. Because, ooh, it looks awful. Actually, well, the really old ones don't have it. It's all the ones from after I stopped using P styling and before Summer Camp 2020. Which means it's about a year's worth of articles that look awful. That I've been slowly fixing to have actual spacing so that humans can read them with their human eyeballs. And other people can also, other species can read it with their eyeballs too. I don't know if they can understand what they are reading, but they can see it. And that's the important part. Okay. Then the next to Tiunoka, one of the hypothesized 7 worlds created by the mother, head of the divine. Your pistol shrimp eyes are very confused. Yeah, it happens. It happens. Of the divinities. We're all confused. I'm confused, I have human eyes, and I'm the one writing. So, at the end of the day, it just happens. I would like a cat pic. I love cats. I would like a cat pic. I would like to see cat. Cat is good. I like cat. I don't get to see enough cats. On my walks for my job, I only see dogs. He's kitty! Oh, that's a good kitty. I'm sure I'm honking majestic. Oh, this is awesome. Oh, I love this. This is very good. He's a kitty. Oh, God. I love cats. I do not get to see enough cats when I do, like, walks. In general. I do not see enough cats. I just get screamed at by dogs instead. It's very devastating to me. He's apparently a fan of Alex the Honkin' Bird. Apparently, yes. And I mean, who wouldn't be? Alex is honkin' majestic. Aw, jeez. Aw, jeez. Aw, cats are good. There's like one specific cat. Well, there's two specific cats in my neighborhood that I know. One of them is nicknamed Simba and is the one that I know best. And they'll sometimes sit on their mailbox and we can give them pets. And the other one is the like fish and chip shop cat, who is extremely friendly. And if you stand at the bus stop at the right time, they will cross the road and they will get hair all over your jeans. They are a very good cat. These are two very good kitties. I think I have pictures of them, but they're extremely bad. But they are very good cats. And then, like, that's it. Those are the only cats I get to interact with. And I was like, aww. But I love cats. I'm devastated. Oh. Yeah. When I say aeons, generate, well, centuries, I'd probably say how do you spell the word aeon? Go away, companies. Oh, wait, what? Pardon? You can't do this to me. There's a, what? Bro. You can't, shit. What are you doing? What are you doing? It's aeon. Let's get... Who did this? Oh, because you're Americans. Okay, never mind. We're spelling it A-I-E-O. For aeons. A lived in this world. For aeons. Wow, this music is spooky. And I think it's new. That or I've just never seen it before somehow. Like, heard it before. I feel like this song is new to the Epic playlist, because I do not recognize this one at all. The two worlds were entirely separate. I spelled the word separate wrong, with no way to travel or communicate or travel between them. Or travel between them. This changed with the collision. Da, da, da. The collision with the collision. The collision. In which I'm assuming change doesn't have a article. No. In which the divinity of change... Oh, actually, is that true? Shit. Is that correct? Is it? I think I said it was change that did it. Oh god, this article's... Ha 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 ha. Oh god. Oh, this article is ancient. Oh no. Oh, this article is used. Oh no, I did specify this though. So that's good. Thanks, buddy. Oh, this article needs to be updated so bad. Oh, Jesus. Because I don't hate the fact that generic articles can span the full width if you want them to. That's neat. I think it got changed that you could do that with any article if you're a guild member. But that's like, yeah, you can just get rid of the article sidebar, which is neat. It looks kind of cool if you do it right. This is not how you do it. It just looks awful. This just looks bad. It's also extremely old. And it's also apparently written from a character perspective, which is weird, because it shouldn't be. This article is so weird. Oh my god, this hurts. Oh. Where's my checklist? Where's my checklist? Where'd I put it? Articles to edit. Well, I'm working on the elves, it's fine. The collision was put in so... Oh, God. That's just agony, yo. Jesus. Oh boy. It's not even like that bad, but it upsets me personally. So, you know, I've added it to the checklist, and to the list of articles to edit, and I've just put it a bunch of, like, exclamation points, like, please, dear God, edit that article. I think the separation one's better, but that's because it has a sidebar, I believe. Yeah. So it scans better. It is still... Actually, this one's probably okay. This one can stay. This one I don't care about. The separation's fine, because it is a region-specific thing. The text looks bigger, I don't... The H ones look huge. I think my eyes be going... But this one's fine, because this one is correct. It is not out of date, per se. It probably could use a little, like, going over to reread it. And to make some changes, like make this into a tooltip instead, that kind of stuff. But, like, you know, it's fine. The separation's fine, the collision is not. The collision is an unholy mistake. Don't be upsetty spaghetti. I will be upsetty spaghetti as much as I want. I will be faster pasta mad. I'll be mad. Madsta pasta. Madsta pasta. I can't think of any, like, pasta pun. Maddie spaghetti. My Google Home thinks you're trying to speak to it. It's never done this before. That is strange. That is very, very strange. It should not be doing that. I am not in control of the Google Home. No, I'm not gonna do anything weird. I don't even know. Okay, Google. Hello? Well, I need to think of something to tell to it. Cause I don't use text. I don't use, like, I don't tell my phone to do anything. And I tell Siri to actively leave me alone. So I don't use nothing. Did it at least, like, say... Yeah, okay, Google, summon the police. Did it work? I hope not. It says something went wrong. Good. It heard me, though. Yeah. Okay, Google. Play Star by Luna. Let's do it. Come on, Google. You can do it. You can do it, Google. I believe in you. Did you find the song Star by Luna? Did it actually do it, though? Or did it say something went wrong? How did it do? It was the first song I could think of. I should have done the other one. I feel like it's not gonna understand me well enough. Like, I can't just keep listing a bunch of K-pop songs just for the memes. Like, okay, Google, play Why Not by Luna. And it's just not gonna do it. Well, because I didn't put a gap between that. It's probably caught the rest of it, is the issue. Yeah. Yeah, just like, okay, Google Rickroll. Just be doing the Rickrolling, etc. Something like that. But I don't think it's understanding me well enough. Which is probably just because I'm not enunciating clearly enough. If I put on an accent, I don't think that would help much either, to be fair. I do always get worried that like text-to-speech cannot understand me because of A, accent, and B, I don't speak clearly. You're wondering if it's somehow good internet connection. Possibly. It could have possibly done that. You should try using it yourself and seeing if it works. If it's not working for you, the person in the room, then... Oops. It's the divinity of change. Oh, capitals. Forced the two worlds to collide. This with this event, many elves and their physical surroundings were brought to Mara as the worlds merged. Mara as the worlds merged and blended together. They were spread far and wide. Yeah, it's glitched. Aww, beans! I can't make it play music. That's just rude. Rude, Google Home Mini. Rude. So mean. Spread far and wide. And spread far and wide across the two human continents of Abradavost and Durasin. Technically pronounced Durasin, but Durasin. Into many outlying islands. I don't want to go into too much detail because, like, it's explained elsewhere what is happening. And many outlying islands. Most notably I believe it's called the City Islands, and the, did I make a specific article for Noah and Kayet? And Noah and Kayet Island. City Islands and Noah and Kayet. Which are very specifically weird. Actually, in particular, the City Islands and the island of Noah and Kayet were created entirely from environments from parts of Noha. So it's fancy. History of history of elves' interactions with humans are as varied as cultures and countries. many circumstances, they were able to peacefully coexist with their neighbors and forge and rebuild their lives together. Some exceptions include the fraught relationship between Elves and the Bosti Empire, and the long-term isolation of the Elves in... I don't remember the name of the thing. Okay, Google, play Why Not by Luna. Did it work? Did it work? Did it A, understand what I said, and B, actually execute it correctly? Maybe the A is, did it execute, and B, did it execute correctly? Did it actually play the song that I asked? Or no? Is it refusing to play the fresh beats? The dee-da-da-dee-da-dee-da. That's not even my favorite song of theirs. It's not even close. What is the place that I'm thinking of? I do not remember. Because it's either the org article, which is a country name I might actually change, which is Gazegu or Jedzi. It worked! Hey! Woo! We did it. Dee-da-dum-dee-dum-dum-dum-dum-dee-dum. We nailed it. We are champions. I am able to speak to the Google. It is incredible. Okay, so I can either refer to it by its name of the country or geographic. Can I go repeat through that? I mean, can the Google Home Mini order pizza? Hitzalva. What the? Why is it called that? Where is it? Is it the Carved Mountain? Did I actually finish the article on that? No, not even close. Holy shit. Oh. Whoopsie daisies. I don't remember. Oh. 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 Yes, it would. And I'm not going to. Mostly because I don't have the money to pay for that. And I'm not going to force Day to spend the money on pizza. Not at this time of night. Shit. Considering that I stream at 11 p.m. until 1 a.m. our time, I'm not ordering a pizza at midnight. That's just unfair. It's just rude. It would be mean. Not that, like, you can't have pizza at midnight, but, like, I'm pretty sure the pizza place is closed. So... I'm about 80% sure the pizza place is closed. Yes. You can do it. Like, you can order pizza remotely. I know that we've done it. As in, like, there was one time where, like, World Anvil had gone down or something. Like, there was an issue. And, the moderator team was frantically trying to ping Demetrius, ring Demetrius, because some of us have his number. I don't, technically. You know, like, we're trying to get a hold of him, and no one's getting through. We don't know what the hell's going on. And so what we end up doing is end up ordering him a pizza. And so somebody ordered him a pizza and sent it to his house. And that is when a random pizza arrives at his house, that is when he knows something is wrong. But also, he gets pizza. And that is how we got World Anvil back online. This has happened at least twice, to my knowledge. I was only there for one of it, though. But we genuinely ordered a pizza to get news to Demetrius that something had gone wrong. It was very good. And I love that you can do that. We actually have a pizza thing set up for Sunday. Technically, it's Saturday. The issue is that time zones are bad, and the time that we've apparently picked to do pizza is at like 8 a.m. on a Sunday in Australian Eastern Daylight Time. And I'm like, A, I don't wake up that early if I don't have to. B, waking up at 8 a.m. on a Sunday will absolutely ruin my Monday. We have proof of that. Yesterday was quite awful for me, sleep-wise. And C, I'm not eating pizza at 8 in the morning. I don't want to have to order that, for starters. I don't even like pizza that much, but just on a logistical level, I am not ordering pizza at 8 in the morning. I'm not doing it. It's just not happening. So I'm just like, what am I supposed to do here? I think it's being discussed if we change the time or not. Because, like, we were like, we're going to do a pizza party. And then, you know, we come back, it's like, you've organized a pizza party at 11 p.m. for somebody who should be there. It's like, weird. The drug habit is the reason that my character can't hit things. You know what? You're a genius. That probably does explain why Florian is nowhere near as good as he should be. He is just high out of his mind half the time. But mechanically, he's not. Because the way that the mechanics work is I think that if you take it and you fail an endurance check, I don't remember how it works. I'd have to look it up. But I believe that mechanically in the TTRPG system, you're not affected by it. You're only affected by like half an hour. I can actually check it. If I open Word and to beam myself in the eyeballs. He can... What's this? Word fist tech, please. Word, please? I'm begging you. What is wrong with my... What is happening? Oh. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Fist tech sends those who snorted or rubbed it on their gums into a euphoric, trace-like state. It is often used as an anesthetic. To fight against the effect of fist tech, a user must make an endurance check or be stunned for up to half an hour. So mechanically, the effect of fist tech is to basically just make you high, and it stuns you for half an hour. Mechanically. When you aren't strong enough to resist it. But in terms of the story, yes, it's because he's on cocaine. That's why. The reason he's not good is because he's high. That said, during yesterday's game, I was the one to successfully kill the bad guy. Or one of the bad guys. Because we had to fight two bad guys. There was Lord Nowak, who was the, I guess the BBEG of the module, who I didn't kill. I didn't even touch him. I just ran into the room and called him a prick. I called him a different word than that, but the international audience finds that word more offensive than I do as an Australian. You may be able to figure out what word I called him. So I didn't kill Lord Nowak, but I did kill the guy who was the executioner. And the reason that happened is because literally I think the entire party attacked him, and he was on his death saves, and he kept succeeding on his death save. The death saves were getting harder, and he kept succeeding. He did not die. He got stabbed by the Witcher like 6 times, and he didn't die. And so my incompetent ass walks in here, and I'm like, okay, I stab him. He sees his death save. Okay, I stab him again. You miss. Okay, I expend some stamina to attack him a 3rd time. You hit. Does he fail his death save? Yes. He did it. He was on like negative 200 health points by that point. We had attacked him so much, he was on negative 200 health. If you wanted to stabilize that man, it's at a DC 200. It was nuts. And I mean, in Florian's defense, the man had stolen his drugs. So Florian was pissed. He wasn't mechanically in withdrawal, he actually succeeded his addiction check, but he was pissed. And so he spent a lot of time in the last 2 sessions calling people swear words. Because he was pissed. He was very upset. So, you know, he walks into the throne room, calls the guy the C word, and then, you know, watches him run out the door, and then just convinces another guard to not kill him. It's very good. It was a good final encounter. And, like, that's Florian's character. He's a dick. Florian's character is just to be an asshole. He does shit because he's paid to do it. Like, he didn't save the children because it was, like, for the goodness of his heart. He saved the children because he was getting paid. The fact he spared the god is a surprise, but I guess at that point he was like, you know what, I'm tired. Ugh, I'm sick of this shit. I won't kill you if I don't have to, I guess. I'm not getting paid to murder you. I only killed the other guys because they attacked me first. So, hey. And luck, and all that gets re-round. I get my fist tech back, it's great. The long-term isolations on the... Okay. So the relationship between Elves and the Bosti Empire. The long-term isolation of the Elves on the carved mountain, and the aforementioned city, islands, and Noan Kayet, which were too far from the mainland. Actually, no, well, that's not true. So let's go back to that. Full stop. Ugh. That might be it, though. I don't feel like history needs to be in that much detail. Well, there's the one section which is Abervost specific, which is about the portals. For a brief period of time between... Where's the portal article? I had it open earlier, and then I moved it because I got distracted. Portal. Portals. What year did you create? When did it happen? The first portals were installed sometime in the mid-3rd century. Thanks! Did I not specify a time? You're joking. Because 230... They don't have a portal yet in 237. Technically. They have tiny boys. No, hold on. No, 236. Bitch went through a portal. Good on you, Terra. Your name is Terra? Why is your name Terra? Your name should not be Terra. you should have an elf name. What are you doing? Timelines are hard to work out. But the issue is that I've probably mentioned it before. This... Oh, no, I know why that looks weird. I was gonna say that this looks weird because of the header, but it looks weird because the chevron is huge. For reasons. The timeline would be easier to work out if I updated the Abervosti timeline. But I keep not doing that. Like, I just genuinely keep not doing that. Most of the things on the Abervost timeline on World Anvil are only filled out because I wrote an article that required timelines. So the reason that there's like pretty much all of these ones, these 3, is because I wrote the article about the Madura for a challenge that required timeline entries. You had to have a well, I think I had to have a timeline for the history challenge. And so I had a timeline, and so I filled in all of those dates. So there's like a specific date. This specific date was chosen because of the Nano project, but it's related, right? And this one was put in there because it was related to the Madura. So, you know, dates are filled in because I have them. And the issue is I don't want to touch the timelines until Dimmy releases Project Kronos. I don't want to do big overhauls until then. Because he mentioned being able to actually see the span of an event, and I'm waiting so ardently for that. I need it. I need it. I need to see it. So I don't want to touch it. Because then once that comes out, then I'll do a bunch of timeline overhaul shit. And I'll fill in a bunch of dates that I've mentioned previously. Oops, it's 1 a.m. That's awkward. Okay. I'm just going to say between 237, 6 and 7. 237, AC, tooltip, after collision. Let me finish this up real quick, and then we will wrap it up and raid away. Oh, and then I get to eat a snack. And then I get to go to bed. Time. How does it work? Mystery. And 326 AC. Time between 326 AC. Portal. It is a... I would characterize it as a fruit bar. It is a strawberry and blueberry fruit bar. It is the healthiest thing that I eat regularly. It's still like a snack meant for children. I almost exclusively eat children's snacks. Portals existed between Abervost and various parts of Tiunoha, enabling many elves to return to the lands of their ancestors. I'll end it there. Even though there is more I can say, I'll finish that during Bob's stream. Because, of course, it is 1 a.m., which means it is, of course, the end of stream. Which means, as per usual on a Tuesday, we will be raiding RPG Dinosaur Club. And our raid call is Get Ready, which I didn't say on the Crusader King stream because my internet was dying. But yes, thank you all very much for coming. I hope you all had a lovely time and that you continue to have a lovely day, no matter what it is that you are doing with it. And I will hopefully see many of you around in the future. Saturday will almost certainly be an art stream because I want to draw my boy, Florian, who is an awful, awful man, but I will be doing that. And I'll see you all around. Hope you all have a good day. Goodbye. Bye.